Welcome to May 26 to May 29, Day 1 of ESOL instruction for newcomers grades 6 through 8. It's your teacher, Mr. Ebeling. This presentation is based on the grade 6 through 8 newcomer ESOL May 26 to May 29, Day 1 paper packet. These paper packets can be picked up at meal distribution centers throughout Baltimore. The center closest to Highlandtown Elementary Middle School is John Rura Elementary School. The school address is 701 Rapola Street, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. This week's theme is service. The materials that you will need this week are a bilingual dictionary, a pencil, and a calculator. At the end of this week, you will be able to understand that a letter represents one number in an expression. Understand and recognize that each letter can be replaced by one number. Write to describe community service. Complete a vocabulary exercise and respond to written questions by revising a text. Respond to questions using new science vocabulary and complete a graphic organizer using details from an informational text. There are many important words for us to focus on this week. They are variable, expression, length, width, height, service, help, deliver, visit, community, rescue, animal shelter, adopt, homeless, volunteer, organization, raise, homemade, transportation, medical, infection, antibiotic, mold, bacteria, illness, medicine, penicillin, and cure. Here's a knowledge organizer with images to get us thinking about this week's lesson. This week's theme is service. Look at the picture. Imagine we are back at school and we need to set up tables for an event to help survivors of coronavirus. We want to get 20 tables in the gymnasium. What do you see? What do you want to know? Write or draw in the chart. When I look at this picture, I notice a white folding table labeled with letters to designate height, width, and length. I wonder how long each table is to fit 20 tables in a gymnasium. Read each new word below and look at the picture to understand its meaning. Look up the words in a bilingual dictionary to write it in your language. Those words are variable, expression, length, width, and height. Look at the square. The length of one side is 3 units. The formula for area of a square is A equals S squared. Let's write the square's area as a multiplication expression. 3 units times 3 units. The area of the square is 9 units. Look at the square. In the first square, we can count the units, but in the second square, the units are just too tiny to draw. Let's write an expression to find the square's area, 23 centimeters by 23 centimeters. What is the area of the square? Use a calculator if you need to. 529 centimeters squared. What did we learn? A letter represents one number in an expression. That number was 3 in our first square and 23 in our second square. When a number replaces the letter, the expression can be evaluated to one number. For example, 9 or 529. Note, 529 is one number with 3 digits. Let's practice. Complete the table for both squares. What does the letter B represent in the rectangle? Can you replace a letter with a number? What does the letter X represent in the rectangle? Can you replace a letter with a number? What is the total length of the rectangle? The rectangles have equal lengths and widths. The formula for area of a square is A equals L times W. Write an expression for the area of the rectangle. Write each expression in words, then speak the sentence out loud. The square had a side with the length of S. Replace the side length of the square with 4 inches. Write an expression to find the area. Evaluate the expression. How many numbers can replace the letter S? What numbers can replace the letter S? Today's objective was to understand that a letter represents one number in an expression. Each letter can only be replaced by one number. Write your answers to the questions below. 1. What is one thing you learned from this lesson? 2. What is one thing you are still curious about? Final steps for Mr. Ebeling. If you are in my Google Classroom, you can either send me a picture of your completed work there or edit the PDF that is in Google Classroom. If you are unable to join Google Classroom, take a picture of your completed packet and text it to me. If you do not have a packet, write your answers on your paper and then text it to me. My classroom code for Google is XUZFSOB. My number to text me is 410-645-0593, but please do not text after 8 p.m. My email is taebeling@bcps.k12.md.us. This is the end of this presentation. Please complete as much of the packet as you can if you have one. More presentations will be posted as they are created. Remember to be safe, stay 6 feet away from people when you are away from your home, and wash your hands as often as you can. Goodbye for now, Mr. Ebeling.